Welcome back, everybody. We now have a very basic maze generator. It's not really all that exciting so far, so let's have a look at how we can improve this. Let's go back to the code that we have written for the previous exercise. Here it is. And as you can see, well, we have these concentric rings here, and in each ring we have one opening and we have one block in each level. We could make it more interesting by having more than one. In particular, what I want you to have a look at now is changing this code here so that we can put in a variable number of openings and of blocks. Hint, you're again going to need a loop here. Works in very similar fashion to what we've done before. But to make it a little bit more interesting, how about generating a random number of openings and blocks so that every level, every one of these concentric rings has at least potentially a different number of openings and blocks. That should hopefully make it much more interesting in practice and slightly more challenging for you to implement because, well, how do you specify something like this? Here's the way I would do this. I would add a second parameter to our function maze down here, and I would make that number the maximum number of openings and blocks I want to have, because it's probably not going to be all that great if I have 100 of these. Then for blocks I won't be able to get anywhere, and for openings I really don't have a ring after that. I just have nothing, and it again won't be very interesting. So introduce a second parameter, the maximum number of openings and blocks at any given level, and then generate a random number that will tell you the actual number of these things, but bounded by the maximum that you're given as a parameter to the function. You probably also want to constrain the minimum, because if we have 0 openings, then we won't be able to get from one level to the next. If we have 0 blocks, it's not very exciting because we can move freely as we wish. And yeah, maybe we want at least one of these blocks as well. Have a go at that and see how you get on.